The Commission has received updates from its staff all over the country on the progress of the conduct of the fresh presidential elections. From the reports received, the election commenced as scheduled and has progressed well and peacefully in a majority of polling stations across the country. However, we have faced and continue to face challenges which are largely security-related in certain electoral areas. The Commission is consulting on and assessing the prevailing security situation that affects the electoral areas experiencing security challenges. And in this regard, the Commission has written and shared its specific concerns with the Inspector General of Police. The Commission is keenly following the security situation and continues its consultations on the same, and we have made a determination that in areas affected, which include the following counties, Homa Bay, Kisumu, Migori, and Shire, and in accordance with Section 55B of the Elections Act and Regulation 64A of the General Regulations, the Commission has postponed elections in those areas to Saturday, the 28th October this week. That is 28th October 2017. And so there will be repeat elections in those areas in accordance with the law as provided. In addition, and as possibly witnessed by many Kenyans, there was bad weather today, heavy rains, and several road accidents affecting some of the officers who are on duty, including 2 officers who died in Garissa. But these cases where bad weather was involved have now been sorted out, and voting proceeded, although a bit late, but it proceeded, and the hours which were lost will be compensated. So the Commission will continue updating you on this fresh presidential election, and the next update will be around 6 p.m. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, we can take. We shall take 3 questions.
According to your assessment, what is the voter turnout so far?
The voter turnout, the schedule is being prepared, which shall be given in the next update. So that question will be answered in the next update. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, for those areas affected, we've seen that the challenge is, much of it is access to the polling stations for polling officials, and also some delivery of materials has been a challenge. And even in some areas, the polling officials did not turn up. So what will you do by Saturday to ensure that all these are resolved, especially on the polling officials?
Yeah, I mentioned the issue of security, and I also mentioned that we have written to the Inspector General of Police. We are waiting for information from him, or rather feedback from him. Remember, security is not in the hands of the Commission. We were promised security by the Inspector General of Police and the government agencies, and once we get feedback from them, we shall be able to see how we can manage the movement of materials and security of our officers in the respective counties. Yes?
So in those areas where materials were either destroyed or they were swept away by water, what mechanisms do you have to have them ready by that time of the repeat election?
There was a situation in Kitui County where materials were destroyed because of bad weather and heavy rains. Those ones were sorted out. In fact, the voting went on smoothly in that particular area. They were given substitute materials and they proceeded with the voting. So thank you very much. We shall have a